Welcome to episode 4 of JW Night Talk. Well, we made it this far, and I'm looking at the phones. I've got 2 calls lit up, so let's get right into it, and let's get caller number 1 on the line from the US. Caller number 1, are you there?
Sweet, I got on your show. I'm not a JW, I hope that's okay. I wanted to help my friend out. We were in grade 11 together, until her parents pulled her out of school and put her on homeschooling. They said, the end is imminent, or something, and her parents wanted her to focus on the truth. Like, who even knows what the real truth is? I did a bit of research online, and it is clear that she is in a cult. How can I help her get out?
Okay, thank you for that, caller number 1. It was very brave of you to grade 11, so you're like a vigilante trying to save Jehovah's Witnesses. I think that's excellent. I think we need more vigilantes. And I think as we move closer to the end times for the whole Jehovah's Witness cult, I think there's going to be a lot of people that need help. And how do you do it? I think the first thing is to get on board with your parents. If you really want to help this girl, get on board, get your parents on board. And I'm going to tell you, the Jehovah's Witness, if they've already pulled their girl out of school, they're monitoring her. They've got net nanny and everything on the go, monitoring every keystroke she makes. So you're not even going to be able to communicate with her on an online chat or anything like that. They're going to monitor the heck out of that girl. So the only way I think that you can do this is you have to infiltrate the organization. You have to actually go in undercover. And you have to have your parents on cue. You have to keep this completely top secret. You can't talk about this at all online. And you might even call your local police department and talk to them about what you're doing, or your local health department, and talk to them about what you're going to do. Because I think the more we talk about this, the more we're going to help a lot of these JWs that want to get out. So what do? Well, the only way I could see that you can do this is you got to become a Bible study. And once you become a Bible study of that girl, they'll always have an adult sit in with her. So you got to kind of play the role. So you're going to have to educate yourself first. And you can go online, XJW community, educate yourself completely on the religion and the cult and how it works. It's all based on Rutherford, one man in 1917 to 1942. He wrote something like 27 books, and the whole religion is based on his ideologies. It's that simple. He's a cult. And it's only a 150-year-old religion, not even. So, yes, there's a lot of people that need help. There's a lot of weird rules in the religion. We have 2.5 billion Christians out there, but yet we have 8.5 million Jehovah's Witnesses, and they all think that they're the only ones with the truth. So that's all you have to identify as the truth. They figure the religion's the truth, which when you read the Bible, and this you may already know, Jesus is truth. So you can't have two truths. And there's 2.5 billion Christians that follow Jesus, that follow that truth. So it's really quite simple when you break it down. But to help someone get out of it when they're completely convinced they have the truth, that may take some work. So we can't do that on tonight's show. But I think what you're trying to do is brave and get your parents on board. It sounds fun. But anyways, maybe in a couple of years, she gets out of school, you become a Bible study, you help her to see the real truth, and you guys become roommates. And when she leaves the organization, she already has friends. And that's the biggest thing, is when people leave the Jehovah's Witness organization, they have no friends. And that's why these parents are pulling their kids out of school. And that's how they shelter them, and that's how they control them. And that's one of the dangers of the cult. So anyways, that's all I have to say on that subject. I have another caller that's lit up here. So bye for now, caller number 1. And caller number 2 is coming out of Australia. Okay, caller number 2, you're online.
Hello, Mr. Night Talk. Get me out of this one, and you're my new hero, ha ha ha. I've been trying to devise a plan in my head for years. I want to get out of the JW religion. Problem is, I'm 40 years old, married with a couple kids. I want to leave, but I don't want to be shunned. I love my wife and children, but I don't believe the religion is the truth. What do you think? Too risky? If you have any ideas that are logical, I might just try one.
Well, that's a tough one. Caller number two. Um, your family's in there, you love them, your kid, like how it, there's a lot of factors here. How involved in the religion are they? Do they have any feelings that it's the truth or not the truth? Have you shared any of those feelings? How long have you been holding these feelings in? It's quite evident. You go online, it's easy to see. Like I said to the last caller, you look at Rutherford. It's a cult. It's quite obvious. So I think it's honorable, and I think there's a lot of JWs. I was one. I was in it, and I had the same thing to face. I think the best thing, retrospects, is be honest with your family and just sit down and say, "This is what I think." That's one way of running it. But you might get shunned somewhere along that line. I don't know. The other way you can run it is you can kind of fade away, and you can slowly become inactive. You get involved, work, or many people do. And they go to the odd meeting with their family, and it's kind of like you're attending a religion that they believe in, but you know what it's all about, but you don't believe in it, and that's okay. It's okay, but it's not like you're going to go start drinking, smoking, cheating, or anything. You're not going to change who you are. You're just don't believe in the religion, so you just fade away. You get busy. You don't show up for meetings, but you kind of tell your family, I can't see it, and they'll send an elder over. I wouldn't accept any studies. The worst thing to do is accept anything from anybody, and because then that gives them a reason to dig deep into you and shun you and disfellowship you. So the best is just to slowly slip away. And there's a lot of fringe JWs. I know a lot of fringe JWs. I used to hang around with fringe JWs, that would drink and do different things. Not that you want to be a fringe JW or get into drinking or anything like that, but there's fringe ones and ones that go to some meetings, ones that go to maybe just the assemblies. But every situation is different. But I think it's important that you do get out. It's no good for your brain to be in there and keep listening to it and listening to it. It's just no good. And I think it's one step at a time. And until then, we'll see what happens. Well, best of luck to you, caller number two. I hope everything works out well, but you're on the right track. And but that's all the time we have for now, folks. So until next time, join us on JW Night Talk Confidential. Bye for now.